Hello, it is January 20th, 1942, and our continuing struggle against the Japanese Empire. Looks like we have a little night bombing going on. I have liberators flying from Port Moresby to try to destroy some planes on the ground, and that's just what they do, taking out a Betty and a Zero, but just inflicting one airbase hit. Musashi bombards Guam. I've been wanting him to bombard Guam for a while, just put Guam out of his misery, and it looks like he's finally going to do that. This bombardment combined with any sort of attack he does today, I'm sure that Hex will fall. He's also unloaded additional troops here, so really no chance. You'll notice that the Admiral Lutzow, a German pocket battleship, also is part of the... Is it a pocket battleship or a very heavy cruiser? I'm not sure. In any case, it makes an appearance here in the Bombardment Task Force. Now, they wreck things pretty badly. One thing he did not do, which he probably should have, is he didn't have a night recon flight flying from one of his battleships. When you do that, it allows you to spot and inflict some more damage. Alright, so this isn't good. We have Vals that spotted AK Florence, which is unloading near Wake. And so that's a carrier aircraft. There's no island close enough for Vals to fly from to reach Wake. So that means there's carriers near Wake. I did not spot them last turn. They weren't on any of my naval search. And this means that I'm probably going to lose that little supply task force that right now is offloading at Wake. We'll see what happens during the day. War sweeps coming in on Singapore, but we managed to fend them off and take out an Oscar. Bombing over the Philippines. And then we have some Zero sweeps. They're inconclusive. You know, despite all this bombing on Manila, last turn Manila managed to get their forts back up to 3. So he's not inflicting quite enough damage to prevent these fort buildings from happening in the Philippines. Though he is really effective at slowing down Cyan. Cyan's only about 30% of the way to Forts 5. It's at Forts 4 right now. Forts 4 around 30%. And it's not going to get up to Forts 5 before this LCU right here makes its way to Cyan. Or a group of LCUs. I don't really have real cap above Singapore right now. This is just kind of some kind of bleed over cap that's protecting the base right now. And because of that, they don't stick around after those sweeps. I don't have enough, I don't want to say endurance, but not enough staying power in cap over that hex right now. And I don't really want to either, because those planes will get swept if I do. We're bombing over China. One thing he is doing with all this bombing is getting supply hits, which does decrease my supply quite a bit in these hexes that he's bombing. I am not worried about... Okay, so we have another sweep here. Some long-range cap with BR-697s, as well as some sweeping demons. But it looks like this is a terrible idea. It says no allied losses, but you saw those little explosion animations on my BR-697s, which tells me that some of them probably went down. I keep trying to use those BR-697s probably in roles that they're not best suited for. I need to, yeah, I hear those carriers going south of Wake Island. Don't know how many. I'm going to look at see how big that strike was, but for such a small task force, I don't think everything flew. We have 2 DDs, 2 older DDs, and 2 cargo ships, light cargo ships, that are making, actually not light cargo ships, these are full-size cargo ships, unfortunately. Oh, I have 3 destroyers here, I didn't realize that. I guess 3 destroyers and 2 cargo ships. It's a decent-sized strike. I'd say at least 3 carriers here. Maybe two if everything flew with good coordination, but probably 3. Or it could be more, and they didn't fly their full air complement for just a few ships. And it's probably the latter. So yeah, I lose those ships supplying Wake. I knew that was a risk when I had them out there, but I didn't want to commit anything else to support them, because if he had come calling with the KB, which he might have just this turn, there's nothing I could do about it. I would just get stomped. My B-17s are attacking Samarinda, attacking the ground forces there, getting pretty good results for a bombing raid. Again, I'm just trying to disrupt his troops. Looks like I'm destroying some too, so that my troops in Samarinda are going to hold out a little bit longer while he attacks. And they're doing a good job of doing damage there. Oh yeah, here goes the rest of ships. It looks like Schley might escape here. But Chu and the 2 cargo ships are going to be unharmed. Excuse me, not unharmed, sunk. Yeah, there goes Chu. And we're on to the ground combat phase. Attacking at Nanyang. A decent amount. I have about 250 in the hex. He gets a 1-to-1. And losses are about even. I take more disabled squads. He has more destroyed squads. And he doesn't lower the fort value here, which is good for me. So I should be able to hang on here for, I think, a couple more turns at least in this X. Japanese are bombarding at Manila. Bombardment attacks sometimes take a long time, which is always frustrating. I definitely come out ahead in this exchange, destroying more of his squads, though I do lose a gun in the process. And shock attack at Guam, he is easily going to take this.
Greetings, everybody.
Yeah, there we go.
How's
Guam
tricks?
finally
This
falls
is
on
Orphan Anne
January
from Radio
20th,
Tokyo,
and
saying hello to all of her
I
dog
lose
faces
3
and
of these
boneheads
units.
wandering
Immediately
the
I
Pacific
will
Islands.
buy them out.
Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Guam.
Sorry, I thought I should let Orphan Anne there say her propaganda piece, but I'll buy them out immediately so they can start rebuilding on the west coast of the United States. That Guam base unit is actually a really nice base unit that I can then put on a amphibious task force, take somewhere else in the Pacific where it's needed once it's built up, which is going to take a few months, to be fair. Liberty attack Samarinda, 1-to-2 odds, which is a nice change from the 2-to-1 odds they got the previous day. But still, I lose a decent amount of squads. I lose 10 disabled combat squads. He loses 14, so even though it was a 1-to-2, I still take a decent amount of damage there. And yeah, I have a lot of negatives there. Leaders, fatigue, morale, and experience, all not in my favor. Shock attack at Nanning. He gets 1 to 3 odds. That's good to see. Yeah, I only take 19 casualties. He takes 490. 47 squads disabled. That'll significantly impact his AV the next time he tries to attack. And it does not look like he reduced my forts below 1. Hopefully in a few turns we'll be able to build those back up to 2. And that looks like the turn. Sorry, I misspoke a couple times this turn, but a couple times more than usual. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the Discord. Have a great day. Take care.